All right, and then I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can everybody see my my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I guess that's a beautiful font. I love that. All right. So this is the assessments that the first assessment that we need to submit. It is due in week 3. We are now approaching the end of week 2. Okay. And so what we need to do is on Monday or on the 6th of March, we need to upload our discussion forum posting. Okay, we need to post our analysis in 500 words on or before Monday, 6th of March. Okay, now next week will be a busy week for us because on Sunday, we are going to post our feedback or response to our friends posting, okay, in 100 words, right? So there are 2 parts in here, right? Each of them will be marked equally. If you look at that, will be marked equally, roughly 10% each, okay? Now, what do we need to post, okay? What we need to do is to address these questions. There are 3 questions in here. The first one is define the concepts and process within marketing, including what generally is accepted as the focus of all marketing activities. Okay, and the second one is why is marketing important to your chosen product, service, company, or institution. So you must select a product for you to implement the theory that you outlined in part A. Okay, and after that, the third part is probably a little easy because this is kind of your journey before you learn anything about marketing. What you think marketing is all about, and then what is marketing after you learn our material. Okay. In saying that, I would also encourage people to look at the rubrics or marking criteria. If you look at that, that includes knowledge understanding, which is basically about the theory concept that we understand. Okay. By the way, at our level of study, we need to be able to demonstrate that we understand the concepts of theory. Okay. And this one is about the citation, which is basically about referencing. Make sure that we are all comfortable with referencing. Please download our referencing guide from the learning portal. Okay. And the next one is basically about the evaluation of information selected, which is basically about implementing the concepts into the product, service, or organization that we select. Okay. The next one is the academic discipline convention. So we need to show that we need to be able to write correctly, use the academic writing style. That's basically what it wants. Okay. And the last one is basically our constructive feedback to our peers, which is basically addressing that in 100 words. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a bit of snapshot in terms of addressing this assessment. Any questions, guys, before we move on to the learning material, which is related to this assessment? Any question?
No, all good.
Cool.
No.
All right. Now, if you look at the learning materials, there are two PowerPoint presentations in Module 1, and I believe in each module we'll have 2 PowerPoint presentations reflecting 2 weeks basically of learning. But again, if you can complete your learning materials in less than 2 weeks, that is fantastic. Okay? By the way, in the next 9 minutes or so, we need to leave the meeting room and come back by clicking the same link. Okay, otherwise I can't record it. All right. Now the first thing is about the introduction to marketing. Okay, when it comes to marketing, look, in my experience, when I discuss with people, people would normally say marketing is about advertising, marketing is about selling, okay? Marketing is about promotion, marketing is about product, marketing is about, you know, that kind of thing, all right? We may need to look at that, step back a little bit in terms of understanding what marketing is all about, okay? When I say step back, let's assume we set up a firm, okay? When we set up a firm, definitely our firm will not live alone. Our firm will have someone else that we need to interact with, okay? So in this instance, just imagine we have a firm on one side and we have the customer on the other side, okay? These two parties will interact one to each other, okay? In other words, these two parties will come to what we call as exchange process, okay? Now, when two parties are involved in the exchange process, each party should have something to offer, right? I guess this one is quite sensible, okay? So, as a firm, we must have something to offer, either product and so on and so forth that we are going to offer for the customers, all right? Now, the customer should also have something to offer to us, so the exchange process will happen. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, okay? In this instance, the customers must have at least two things. First, need, okay? They must have the needs. Second, they must have the purchase power or dollars, all right? Without that, the exchange process will not work, okay? Now, let's look at the customers, okay? The customers will definitely think about our offering, right? They are going to evaluate our product or service that we are offering in the market, okay? When the customers say, I like what you offer because what you offer meets my need. By the time customers say that, actually we have helped customers solving their problem. Okay. Now, solving customers' problem doesn't always mean high technological product. It could be as simple as a laundry detergent that helps mothers or that helps families battling the laundry. Okay. Or it could also be as simple as diaper, right? That absorbs liquid better, so it helps babies sleep well at night. Okay. Now, by the time the customer side, I like your offering because it helps me solving my problem. Okay. Actually, we have added value to customers' life. That is the reason why our customers are happily to spend their money purchasing our product or service. Okay. When that happens, as a marketer, right, we actually have created value for the firm as well. In other words, the role of the marketer in here is actually to create value for the customers and also to create value for the firm, okay? So, in that case, the keyword in marketing is exchange, value, all right? So they're the two keywords that we want to include in our analysis, all right? Now let's have a look at it further, okay? So this is what they have designed in the learning materials, all right? Go back into the, if you go back to that slides, we have some comments like this from Philip Kotler or from Pamela Anderson, okay? And that's their comment about the selling and marketing. Now, our textbook, Pride and Farrell, suggests that marketing is the creation, is about creating, distributing, promoting, and pricing goods, services, and ideas to facilitate satisfying exchange relationship with customers, okay? Which is about the same thing that we just discussed before. All right, and actually marketing, people also say marketing is about maintaining relationship, because when we trace back to the historical period, marketers realize that the keyword to drive the exchange process, we actually need to build and maintain relationship. Okay, if you go back to, let's say, to the Silk Road, where when the Chinese merchants took their merchandise from China to the Middle East, right, through the land transportation, right, they brought their merchandise to Middle East. They met the other merchants in the Middle East, right, and they took merchandise from the Middle East back to China, right. When the trading season is back, they came back to the same spot and meeting the same customers, the same merchants in the Middle East. What does it mean? That means they have valued the word relationship. They have valued how important relationship in marketing. All right. So guys, when you explain the term marketing, I would suggest that you also focus on those keywords. You can use your own words. You don't need to, exactly the same, but you can refer to your textbook when you explain marketing. Okay. All right. Any questions so far before we move on to the next things?
No, all good.
All good?
No.
All right,
Yep.
Brilliant. Right, hopefully that one is quite clear. Now, guys, we're just 3 minutes before being ejected by the system. What I'll do is I'm going to stop the meeting, and can you please do me a favor? Can you please click the same link again so we can all come back to the same meeting room? Okay.
Okay. Right now?
Yep. Yes, please. I'm going to end the meeting now, but we are going to come back by clicking the same link. Yeah.